Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the official ARK podcast here every Thursday, here with number 420. My name's Coach MT, and I'm here live today with the core team. Your host for tonight, as always, the captain on board the ARK, Mr. Atlas. Hope you're doing well, sir.
We are doing great. And thank you for the introduction, Coach MT. Calm, cool, and connected. That's right, January 25th, Thursday, at our new time. Not a lot of the old faithful are able to make it. This is right in the smack dab of the work hours in North America, where a lot of our good people are. It's dinner time, going to be 9 p.m. for the folks in Europe, Central Europe. But we're gathered here. What a great surprise. We've got Mr. Fortunate, who's been rocking with me for a very, very long time. And of course, believe it or not, folks, we got Coach Brad also in the house. I mean, guys, this is royalty here. Talk about core team, talk about family, talk about going way back, and talk about folks who have stepped up time and time again. And stepping up here on the ARK, it's always been a daily duty, a passion, a commitment to give it all. And with that, we understand also that it takes a toll. They call Atlas the widowmaker, because working in the environment that I generally create, it's very, very, very committed, a lot of hours. And we understand folks need to take a break. Crypto is a brutal business, never sleeps. But they are a part of this project, just like everyone else here that's on a core team, as well as our partners, our investors, our community. So it's wonderful to see them here, and they will always have a home. They will always have a place. We've been in conversations, as we know that the end of Q1, we're going to be rolling out. This is the big time. This is, the shining lights on a worldwide basis. Company in Switzerland, bank accounts, accepting customers and providing them decentralized solutions, encrypted email, decentralized VPN, password management and storage for your most valued data, information, and files, the way no one has ever done it before. So when we go out, when we want to recruit, you better believe, folks, that these gentlemen that have been here with me from the beginning always have first option. They're the folks that have proven themselves, that have put the blood, sweat, and tears, and are in the mix of the foundation of who we are, what we are as a project. So we keep looking forward to the company, the business growing, flourishing, developing, and they know that this is their home, and we're always here welcoming them to take back the reins and come and step in, because we're going to need a lot of help. So great to see you gentlemen here. Brandon in the house, Deshaun in the house, G.I. Joe, Mr. Big. Coach Roberto just took us through a wonderful, very fun, energetic breath. We named it the spaghetti breath. If you want more information on that, hit Coach Roberto or one of us up. We'll tell you how to do it. It's very, very invigorating and at the same time relaxing. Got us centered here, and we've got great news. Let's get right into what's happening. The most exciting thing, Monday, officially, our mega white label partner with over 300,000 users has started testing and allowing their community to use our on-ramp for purchasing crypto with their credit cards. And it's been head spinning. The amount of transactions that they've done in the last 4 days are kicking the ass of the number of transactions that we do in a single month, folks. That's right. In 4 days, they have surpassed our volume in a single month. And it's not full-fledged opening the floodgates either. This is just in a testing phase. So officially, we do have the integration of the on-ramp. And from what we're seeing, it is looking super bullish, folks. Let's get this crypto. Currently, we are working on the phase 2, which is the integration of the Euro card, the Air card, which is a fantastic product. I'm head over heels over it. Don't leave home without it. Don't shop on the internet without it. It is a daily driver that is fantastic. You can load up to 1,000 euros. Now, the great thing, if you're not in Europe, you don't need to use euros, you can still purchase the Euro card, because at the end of the day, the underlying financial asset for transactions are dollars. What the Europeans are enjoying is the ability to make purchases at merchants or online without those exchange fees from dollars to euros. I hope that makes sense. They're spending in dollars, they're paying in euros, but there's no exchange fee except what the daily rate, the true bank rate is. Not all of those, hidden charges that we would see if you're using the Air card in dollars and you're spending in euros, which some of us are here in Europe, like myself, and I see those fees. I love the product. So this has been a great solution. So if you are in America, you can still use the card and you're paying in dollars. So if you're an avid user of the US dollar card, I do encourage you folks, go and try out, take it for a test drive. Load 100, load 50 on it, load 500. You're not going to be disappointed. It is a banger, as Coach Brad would say, and a no-brainer of a product. So we don't have an exact date when they'll be finished with the integration with our back end, but Alex is working with them, holding her hand. I'm with them every day, holding her hand. They have a fantastic, very experienced team of developers that are the same folks that did the integration. I mean, it was like 3-4 days they did the on-ramp. The Air cards are more complex, and then we'll keep moving and adding more to the menu. The magic here is that there could potentially be so much volume that we're trying to see how we scale it up, because we do have to load with the banks. We do have to put the funds in, in a sense, prepay for the cards. Are we to have more volume of the $1,000 cards, the $500, the $250, the $100, the $50 cards? So, we're looking at making a poll within their community so that we're able to load up enough, and it's probably going to be a couple 100,000 just to start, to make sure that as many people as want to come and purchase the cards, they're going to be able to hear that, filled order and to go and do what they want to do, which is spend that crypto anonymously, instantly, everywhere. So we're very excited. We're very proud of the months that it took us to really get this deal cooked up and ready to go, and to see they're as excited as we are, and also our partners, our banking partners, they're, believe me, very excited as well, because they understand very clear what this means. Massive volume. The potential is absolutely there. We just got to ensure that we go step by step. Don't open the floodgates too wide, too fast. We don't want to run into any issues or just not being able to, like we said, supply everyone in an efficient manner. So we'll keep you up to date next week. Make sure to come back to hear. Hopefully by then, I think we should hopefully be already up and live with the Air, or at least in the first stages of letting small parts of the community come and test the product out as we start to gauge and see what the appetite is, and which of the cards are really the best sellers. Let's get this crypto. With that, I'm going to turn it over to our very good friend here, Mr. Brett Nordin. I know he's got updates. It's Thursday, and this is the day where all the great stuff happens with the development team for the security products, as we're still not releasing the code name or the real name of the product.
My wife's still alive too. So who's supposed to be the widow? The spouse or the
you're a machine.
worker?
You're a freaking machine. I don't know how you do it, man. But you are unstoppable, man. Sheesh.
We're having fun. You know, it's great to build something like this and put it out to the world and start to share it shortly. Yeah, we'll be able to put the brand out there and the information as soon as we can. Appreciate everybody's patience, but you know, we have a lot of things to line up, especially on the marketing side, and you know, partnerships and things to disclose and leveraging of other communities, and you know, hopefully with this big floodgates that you've announced on the utility side for the on-ramp and hopefully one of the air card for the off-ramp, if that takes off, you know, we have potentially a channel to be able to bring these products through as well. So that's what really trying to put our best foot forward and make sure everything's working beautifully. The last couple weeks, we've been able to get into the test net. It's a live version of the app, but on our test, you know, development servers. So I've been able to walk through what's been finished. They're going to push another update for that early next week that will include the password manager. So now we have the storage done. The email is very, very close to being finished. We were able to get all of the sending and receiving working flawlessly this past week. We've been also testing out the trash functions and all the different labeling systems and the starring and sorting and filtering and searching and all those functions that are part of the email system as well. So all of that is working great. We did have a couple little bottlenecks with the receiving side of things. We got that sorted out on the DNS side and being able to set up the server correctly. You know, obviously in the development environment, things aren't always as easy to work with as in production environment, but we got through that hurdle this last week, and that email is looking very strong. The great thing about having the test net in the live environment for us to do our kind of internal testing is we've been able to discover a lot of little user, you know, flow issues or just things that could be more clear, more intuitive, and being able to make some upgrades to that. On the design side, we've also been working on our light mode. So we're planning to launch with the light mode and the dark mode, which is really exciting. A lot of, you know, applications launch with one and then come out with another later. But we're, you know, pretty confident we can work this in. And we're also looking at our features list. What can we pull forward and what can we get done prior to launch, just to make sure this is a full featured, all the bells and whistles product right out of the gates, to be able to compete with, you know, Protons and the Nords and all of the existing solutions that are out there, in addition to bringing in, you know, all of the new users that we hope to get on this privacy train, understand what decentralization is. And that really starts, you know, with the crypto crowd. They're the ones that really understand the importance of that, what the word means, what it means to being a user in a decentralized environment versus a centralized one. And we're seeing consolidation in a lot of different markets. We're seeing consolidation on the storage side of things. We're seeing consolidation on the VPN side of things, which kind of spells, you know, not only more centralization, but also control. So what we're doing is really the antithesis of that. And, you know, that's the story we're telling, is that if you're, you know, in these big tech systems, your data is being sold, it is being monitored, it is being surveilled constantly. Microsoft, Google, they all do it, not just to monetize it, but they also have the three-letter agency scrubbing the data, and they will provide access at the drop of a hat. So, you know, that's what this, you know, the decentralized side of things, the encryption side of things, is very, very important for us as a, you know, as a community, as a species, to make sure that we have anonymity, we have privacy, in addition to just security. You know, securing your financial future means part of that is protecting your information, your data. Oops. Getting a phone call there. So right now we are working very tirelessly on the front end, hooking up the password management system. And that's going to be the next thing that we work on. Once that's finished, the VPN is in our sites. We're already starting on the back end with that. And from there forward, we're working on the web store and the calendar, and then wrapping things up for our March launch date. So yeah, things are cooking and looking really, really nice. And I've been very happy with the finished product, the professionalism of the development team, what's being produced, and it's going to, I think, turn some great heads. So yeah, that's about it. Let's see, this next week we do have a demo on Thursday coming up. And this next week's just going to be finishing up the password management system, doing further testing on the email and making sure that that's all working perfectly. And then we're going to start focusing on the payment systems and the web store. We have to integrate with iOS, Android, as well as have our own web store to be able to allow purchases with not only fiat, but also with crypto. So that's kind of the next thing we're pushing into.
Let's go. Sheesh. So everything moving in the right direction. Perfect timing.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Let's go. Fantastic. Thanks for the update, Brad, and thanks for all the hard work that you're doing, all the research. It's always sending me more information, and I mean, I think we've got enough things on the roadmap. The internal, we call the sausage room roadmap, to probably be busy for the next 2-3 years, folks. Mm-hmm. It's quite a lot. Very ambitious, but it all blends in. It all stacks and scales on top of each other, and we're so excited because we can clearly see the direction. We really understand not only what we're doing, but what we're seeing really happening in the industry, the narratives, the products, the projects. We've always had the intention to build utility, to be on the right side of the development, of the growth of the crypto industry, not on the shitcoin side and the things that really are not, let's say, relevant, important. There's so much to be done. There's so much technology that is coming out that is impressive, that is in the realm of the deep end. We talked about that. We know Jashawn and Crypto Unlimited. Shout out Crypto Unlimited. He's here with us too, live today. I mean, look around the room, folks. A bunch of superstars, great leaders here in our community. And do make sure to check out Jashawn and Brandon and our good friend, the crypto, DeFi Diva. And our good folks over at the Saturday Night Live on YouTube. I check them out whenever I get a chance, which is almost every Saturday, because I know they're talking about very interesting projects that make a lot of sense. And I'm very proud to see, Bizy Dips always collaborates there as well. They get it. They understand. They're tapped in. They're tuned in. They're turned on to where the true value is, not the hype, not, what's pumping and what these degen groups are about, but what the true investors, the venture capitalists, the folks that are investing for the long term, that are looking not for the quick flip, but looking for the sustainable projects that are going to really make a difference, that the technology actually does something new and different and offers benefits, because that's the only way that I think anything can really survive. It has to solve a problem, and it has to give you solutions, a user interface, an experience as a customer that's going to make you want to stay, that's going to make you want to refer it to your friends, to your family. It is not a secret that the best amount of revenue and sales are really coming from referrals, from someone saying, hey, this is amazing. Okay, you've got the Proton Mail. Okay, check this stuff out. And let me tell you why I like it. I'm going to tell you what is different and what is special, what security, if it's important to you, you're going to really enjoy out of these products that our team has put together. So, very, very excited. We're very happy. We also like the format here, one time per week. I think as we start to kick into gear and start going out and launching the products and have users and have questions, we most likely will be increasing again the amount of time that we're here, because as you folks already know, it is important to us that we're able to answer and educate everyone. as to what we're doing and how they can interact and how they're best able to use these products and apply them to their everyday life. And with that, I think we're going to go to the Q&A. We are an hour and 11 minutes into the podcast. We started with Coach Roberto. Again, Coach, thank you so much for giving us the gift of the breath. And thank you, Fortunate. Thank you, Coach Brad, for coming back home. This is your home. And for all of our great leaders here, you know who you are. You know how much we care about you, how much time we spend. And we are very clear as to the direction that we're going and what's ahead for all of us. And it's clearly very, very happy days. Wish you all a great rest of your week. We're going to stick around here, get to the Q&A, and we'll catch you here on the other side with your questions.
Yeah, let's get this crypto.
Oh, God damn. Oh, yeah, let's get this crypto.